Hey guys, welcome to this video, and in this video I'm going to tell you about 10 cool things that you can do with Fitbit Versa 2. Now the first thing that I want to talk about is Amazon Alexa, because we have Alexa on Fitbit Versa 2, so that's interesting and we can use that to control a lot of things on this watch. So the first thing that you need to do is you need to go on the Fitbit app on your phone and then go in Amazon Alexa, and then here you need to log in with your Amazon account. Now once you've done that, you need to go in Amazon Alexa app on your phone and then go in skills, and here you need to go and search for Fitbit, and then you will see this app here. And here you actually need to sign in with your Fitbit account and grant it all the permissions. So now Alexa can actually talk to Fitbit and get your stats and your daily activities for you, and then you can ask Alexa all about that. So it's a bit complicated initially. So first of all, you need to go into the Fitbit app, sign in with your Amazon account, and then you need to go into the Amazon Alexa app and sign in with your Fitbit account in the skills section. And once you've done that, now Alexa is all set to be used. Now before we start using Alexa, again we need to go in settings here and go down and look for left button, so this button here. Now here you can actually assign this button to do two specific things. Either you can set it to open Alexa or Fitbit Pay. So I have set it up to use Alexa. So now if I long press this button, it will launch Alexa, and then I can ask about anything. So what's the weather like? So there you go, it has come up with weather, and then I can tap here and set a reminder for 6 minutes. To finish this video. So there you go. So basically these are the things that you can do with Alexa on this watch. So here's a list of things that you can do. You can set up reminders, timers, alarms. You can create lists. You can ask about your calendar stuff, ask about weather, trivia, your stats, and then you can tap on this tiny icon here, and here you can see if you have set up any alarms, any reminders, or any timers. So I have reminder here. So here what I can do is I can just ask Alexa to cancel this reminder. Cancel the reminder. So there you go, the reminder has been cancelled. So this is the kind of stuff that you can do with Amazon Alexa on Fitbit Versa 2. Sadly, we just have a mic here, we don't have a speaker, so it doesn't talk back to you. You can just read what's on the screen and what it comes up with. So that's something that you have to deal with. Now the next thing that I want to talk about is always on display. So again, we need to go in settings and then look for always on display. Go in here, turn it on. Okay, so now once it is turned on, this is how it will look like. Oh, come on. So there you go, you can see your time, you can see some activities down below, you can see the date and battery here, but you can actually customize it quite a bit. So if we go back in settings, go in always on display, and here you can customize it. So you can change the clock style to analog, you can change the status bar, whether you want it to show battery life or not. So let's keep it on, and then core stats. Now here you can customize the right stat and the left stat. So if we go in here, so you can change the left stat. Let's select calories here, and then maybe steps, and then we save it, and then we can go back and go in off hours. So this basically allows display to turn off when you sleep to preserve battery life. So if you have always on display turned on but you're sleeping at that time, for example at night, what it will do is that it will turn off the always on display to preserve battery. Now here you can go in and customize it and set up the start and end time according to your sleep timings. And then this is how your always on display will look like after all those changes. So you now have an analog clock, you have your calories burned, and then your steps taken out of your the goal that you have set on your Fitbit app on your phone. Now you can also actually turn on always on display by going into the quick settings, and here you can turn it off or on. Now the next thing that I want to talk about is called sleep mode. So basically, if you are sleeping with the watch on, you can turn on the sleep mode. So you can go in here and turn it on and off, and basically it dims the display and silences any calls and notifications, so your watch will not be vibrating or disturbing you while you're sleeping. And then you can also set a schedule for this, so you can customize it and put in a start and end time here. You can also turn on the sleep mode from the quick settings panel here, so you can tap here and that's your sleep mode. You can turn it on or off. Now moving on, we also have an app here called Relax. So this is basically guided breathing. So if you go in here, it helps you to breathe, take deep breaths in and out. So you can set it up for 2 minutes, or you can change it to 5 minutes. You can also turn on and off vibration here. So once you've done that, then it tells you to be still and take slow deep breaths, and then just follow the circle, inhale as it guides you, and then exhale, and then this goes on for either 5 minutes and 2 minutes, and then hopefully you'll feel a bit more relaxed. So that's the Relax app. If you are into this, you can use it. It's very simple to use actually. Now moving on to the next feature, you can simply swipe up to see your stats for the day. So here you can see your calories, your distance covered, steps taken, your floors that you've climbed and stuff like that. And then you can swipe down for your activity, your heart rate, and then your sleep stats here. So you can swipe further to look at some more details. You can actually go in a lot more details on the Fitbit app on your phone, and then how many days out of the week that you have worked out. But the cool thing here is that you can go in settings down here and set up to 7 stats that you can easily track with Fitbit today. So activity, hourly steps, heart rate, exercise period, and that's for women, sleep, water intake, food intake, weight, and badges that you have collected. So that's really interesting, and you can use this to track your activity. Next up, you can also set up a personalized watch face where you can put on your own photo or any other custom photo that you want to make it your watch face. And for that, you need to go in the Fitbit app on your phone, and then go in clock faces, and here go in all clocks, go in watch faces by Fitbit, and here you will see this watch face called photograph. So you set it up and install it, and once it is installed, you can actually put your own custom photo as your watch face on your watch. So once the watch face has been set, now what you can do is you can simply go in here and go in settings, and you can pick your own background image from here. So now I can just simply choose which section of the photo I want to show up, press done, and then it will show up on my watch. Just give it a few seconds. So there you go guys, and in this way you can put any custom photo as your watch face on your Fitbit Versa 2. Now moving on to the next feature, if you go into the Fitbit Versa app on your phone, and then here you will see this option called reminders to move. If you go in here, turn this on, so every hour where you have not taken 250 steps, just 10 minutes before the end of the hour, the watch will prompt you to stand up and walk around, take a few steps. And this is very good if you have a sedentary lifestyle and if you are not too much active throughout the day, and you can set up your watch to prompt you. Again, here you can set up a start and end time, because obviously you don't want to get these reminders while you're sleeping if you're wearing the watch. And then you can also select the days here, and then you're all done. Next up, if you go into your account on your Fitbit app, you can actually go down here and set up your sleep settings as well. So you can set up your sleep goal, so whether you want to sleep 8 hours a day or 6 hours or 10 hours or whatever, you can set that up. And then you can set up your schedule, so you can set up your bedtime, and then you can set up your wake up time, and you can also set up a bedtime reminder. So the watch will remind you that it's bedtime and start winding down for sleep. So you can do that. Also, you can select days here, and you can also turn on this feature to receive sleep insights. So it actually gives you a lot of detailed insights into your sleep, which you can then go into the Fitbit dashboard and look here. So you can go very deep in here and go through these different sleep cycles: awake, REM sleep, light, deep sleep, and go even further. And this actually shows you much more detail here. So this is one app where I've seen so much detail on your sleep. So if you're someone who's struggling with your sleep, or you want to track your sleep, this is a great way to track your sleep in detail as to what's happening while you're sleeping. Moving on, another very cool feature here is something called heart rate zones. So basically you can set up your own custom maximum heart rate. So if you check this, you can then set up your own maximum heart rate, and then you can also set up your custom zones. So you can set up your upper limit and lower limit, and then you can track your heart rate activity. Here you can see the heart activity. So above 161, that's the peak heart activity. You are pushing your heart to maximum. From 133 to 161 is cardio workout. So if your heart rate is in this limit, you're basically doing cardio and basically improving your heart health. And then if you're between 95 to 133, you are burning fat. So these zones are basically calculated on this formula here. So zones are calculated based on a maximum heart rate of 220 minus your age. So if you minus your age out of 220, that gives you your maximum heart rate. So for example, if I put 200 here, you will see these ranges change. And finally, there is a section for women here, so called female health settings. So if you go in here, you can select the birth control. Here you can turn on these predictions, so it actually shows you about period predictions, your period fertility, and you can put in your period length here, cycle length here, and then you can turn on the notification, so it will tell you about your period predictions and fertility period and stuff like that. So you can go through it. So that's about it from this video, guys. Those were the 10 cool things that you can do with Fitbit Versa 2. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.